Kind of a lovely March day, huh? Yeah, I hate this time of the year. Door closed over there, yeah, cat. Anyway, yeah, onward and upward, as they say. Piro made a video griping about the, whatever, the non-perpetuatenists, the, put a cork in it, you know, vagina-wise. Um, yeah, stop having kids. Stop perpetuating the madness. Stop the madness. That's some sort of video series, I think, actually. How to lose weight. Yeah, well, lose your addiction, people. So I'm going to load this video.
So yeah, something I would like the anti-natalist to answer, and I see some comments and everything. Oh, Hero isn't saying anything. Well, you guys aren't answering either.
Well, that's sort of a crock of shit. Yeah, you're the one not answering the basic point that, the life game is just satisfying silly ambitions. We can see that. Look at all these comments. Oof, I have to read through some of this crap. Pages of it. Yeah, so that's a bogus argument. You're the one not answering. The basic point is that all this chasing, okay, is just a mental perception. We see it in human beings. If you're born in one country, you chase a different kind of Cheeto than if you're born in another country. And it's all just bullshit chase. It's a perception of value. There's no real value. You're jumping on swords of desire dependent on what kind of fucked-hearted notions you have in your head, and that's all they are, just notions. So suffering for the sake of a notion. Whoop-de-doo. Prove you're accomplishing something real, and then talk to me about how all the blood and guts that are the cement of the pyramids are worth it.
I've gotten some answers from an individual. I'm not pointing at derived energy and saying, hey, you haven't answered, though he hasn't answered either. But there's a lot of questions you have to choose what to answer. But here's one real in particular that I'm curious about. I would like...
Well, he's finally going to get to it. Oh, good, good, good. The question, the big, giant question that needs answering.
The anti-natalist explanation, digging into your ideas of suffering and pleasure, about why somebody chooses to go to the top of Mount Everest.
Because they're an asshole. I mean, what a stupid example. I mean, haven't you heard the basic theory? They have a really, really small wiener. Okay, that's why they're climbing a stupid mountain. They're hoping they're going to die. They can't get any. That's why they're climbing a stupid mountain. All right, they can't get it up. Okay, and they're just saying, kill me. That's all. Whatever. You want to just talk about the silly, the crudest of ego-driven bullshit. I'm a man. I'm going to go conquer a mountain for no good reason. I mean, it's just a futile, desperate effort to have some sense of accomplishment. Yeah, so why they have black toes and their feet are killing them. You're going to talk about their ecstasy as they breathe the non-existent oxygen on top of the mountain. What a crock of fucking shit. If that's what human beings have to do to get off, okay, then blow them the fuck up now. Hit the button. Hit the fucking button. I mean, that just makes it even more obvious how silly you fuckers are if this is the kind of Cheeto you're going to chase.
I mean, you don't just take a risk of misery. You are going to be miserable. Aspects of it are miserable.
Exactly. And you're going to do it because you're a crazy, addicted, motherfucking, unself-actualized, unsatisfied, desperate, sick fucker.
And yet people do it. They enjoy it. They do it again.
Yeah, people do that. That's right. They take the heroin, they shoot it into their arm, and then they say, oh yeah, I'm going to do that again. That kicked ass. Oh yeah, I'm going to shoot some more of that shit in my fucking arm. Yeah, I'm going to shoot it in my ass. Oh, I'm going to shoot in the head of my dick. Yeah.
People do it and fail to make it to the top and do it again, or don't try again and still appreciate they went. I want you to explain that. I want you to explain why somebody...
Yeah, what? I'm supposed to explain childish, ignorant, dumb, stupid, retarded behavior? Oh, that's the nature of the human animal. Oh. What do I have to explain? What needs explanation? We will let people die, right? They'll climb over dead people to climb their mountain. They will hire a bunch of people for, a nickel a day to be donkeys for them while they climb their mountain, right? They'll put up their little heated modern tent with their little cooker and their little bullshit while they watch the sled people, huddle in the cold, brutal snow. Um, yeah, it's a little game silly people play, Pyro. Grow the fuck up.
It's on a skateboard where they can break their arm and skates, and even after.
Okay, so another stupid example, right, of dumb, reckless behavior. Oh yeah, why do kids do stupid, dumb things? Oh, that's right, to impress girls, to get laid. Oh, and so now we're going to glorify that now. We're going to glorify the silly competition that young males engage in. To impress girls. And we're going to say, oh yeah, that's why we live. We live for the glory of the 15-year-old silly antic. God damn, this is silly.
They've broken their arm and know what's possible. They do it.
Yeah, and if they crack their spine and have to have 4 or 5 surgeries later in life, it's all worthwhile, is what you're gonna say. And if they're a 6-year-old kid who played pee-wee football and is paralyzed for the rest of their life and pissing their own pants, yeah, they're gonna say it's always worth it. Yeah. Fuck you.
And I'll give you a little hint where it's going. I mean, if you don't understand why they do that, then you can't say you understand how people interact with their pleasure.
Yeah, they interact with it in an ignorant, animalistic way that you're glorifying. You think the DNA knows what it's doing because it was here first. It put a flag on Earth, the DNA molecule did, and now it owns the Earth, and we're just supposed to be all servants to dumb, silly, goddamn desire and ambition and ego-driven crap because that's the way the DNA made it. Bullshit.
Because you see, standing at the top of a place like Mount Everest feels so good.
Oh, how do you know? I mean, realistically, have you been there? Have you done that stupidity thing? Have you done something that stupid? Why don't you go do all the stupid things other people say are gloriously fun? Okay? And then you come back and give me a report on how many of them were actually a good time. I mean, I see people go out every Saturday night for a good time, and they don't look so fucking goddamn happy on Sunday. I wonder what the fuck goes wrong.
It gives reason to all that pain. It makes it worth it. It makes it...
Oh, again, yeah, so this is just the heroin addict saying, no, it does make sense. Trust me, it makes sense. Okay, you gotta try it. You try it, and then it'll make sense to you, too. Yeah. So why don't we just do Dr. Pepper songs for every kind of silly, sick, disgusting, depraved addiction? Yeah, you be a heroin addict, I'll be a heroin addict, we all can be heroin addicts, and we can dance down the street with our syringes. Fucking
feel like
bullshit.
It's worth it. Being alive to the people that do it. It wouldn't affect everyone that way. But there's other things to do. And
yeah, whatever. You're all a bunch of you're drunks. You're a bunch of silly fucking drunks giving birth to silly fucking drunks. That's all you are. You're drunk on DNA.
When you work hard and take on some pain and struggle and shake it off and see a magnificent view,
Oh, some more bullshit. Shake it off. Shake the radiation off. Yeah, get back in that plant, baby, and go fiddle with them instruments. Yeah, save the world, baby. Shake off the radiation.
But in reality, it justifies living itself because they understand what there is to live for. Why?
Yeah, whatever. They don't understand shit, Pyro. You're saying it's the actualization of understanding to be completely owned by your ego? I mean, come on. I mean, the only way you can exist as a dissatisfied asshole is because you are unenlightened, okay? If you're unenlightened, then you're going to keep being owned by your need and your want and your desire. I've got to be the alpha. I got to be the king. I got to get to the top of the little fucking creepy hill and knock everybody else down on my way up. I mean, people owned by that psychology are owned by life. They don't own life. Life owns them.
A deprivation from those kinds of opportunities is deprivation. For anybody that you could save a misery, you'd be depriving them of the joy.
Oh, again, you're still making this argument that the joy is always worth it. Doesn't matter what the misery is. You're always going to contrive an excuse. Like I said, I could fucking put 10,000 million holocausts on the list and say this is what it'll cost to have a future. World War 3, 4, 5, and 6. 18 billion people will be killed, and we'll live like fucking animals beating each other over the head with clubs with AK-47s in a radioactive world, and you'll still fucking make excuses. And you'll keep saying, well, the future will figure it out. The future will figure it out. They'll figure out peace. They'll figure out how to cure everything. They'll figure it all out. This is just lame shit.
Uh, if you can't deprive them because they don't exist, then you can't save them either. But
Yeah, again, you're going to glorify these stupid little top of the mountain moments that are a lie anyway. Let's be realistic, okay? I mean, the orgasm is never worth all the chocolates you gotta buy to get it. Come on, this is just such bullshit. You're just validating a system of psychological ownership contrived, developed by a malicious evolutionary system of biology interacting, where it's just obsessed with this stupid matrix of competition. Who can out eat, shit, and fuck everybody else? I mean, that's just some fucking standard that you're glorifying.
be that as it may, that's getting back out into the bigger picture. But this is just a focus in on how pleasure works. You guys,
Oh, how pleasure works. Yeah, we don't know what a pleasure is. We don't know. No, you're the one, just like I said, you're not owned by pleasure. You're owned by desire. You don't understand how desire works. Desire projects a perception of value. Okay, and the point is that most people are controlled by that silly perception. They think they'll be happy. They get a Lamborghini, they'll think they're going to be happy. And what do they start doing? They start complaining because it doesn't go 653 miles an hour, it only goes 652. Or some other bullshit, and you goddamn know it. It's a perception of want and desire that's never satisfiable.
don't seem to understand how pleasure works for people. And I don't see that you have an explanation for why.
Oh yeah, well we can't obviously you can't explain the word addiction to somebody who doesn't understand the concept of addiction. So yes, you're the one that has no concept. You don't have any understanding. You're the idiot. Okay, sorry to get personal, but you're the idiot who picked up a cigarette in the middle of his fucking life. It wasn't a stupid dumb kid making the mistake. You were a fucking adult and stepped into that shit.
Why people hop on skateboards, do extreme sports, climb to the top of mountains.
Yeah, keep talking about, those are just perfect examples. Just keep talking about complete assholes. Is there any word for that except for egomaniacal asshole? I mean, come on, Pyro, you're not talking about somebody trying to cure cancer. That you didn't bring up something reasonable or rational as an example. You just brought up a bunch of childish morons and said, let's glorify childish moronery. Fuck.
Have risky love affairs and are glad they did.
Oh, see, so there's more glossing. What a huge whitewash. So now it's your rationalization that it all works out. That's worked out in throughout human history. The old love affair thing works out. That it doesn't leave a bunch of families ruined. It doesn't leave a bunch of women fat and unhappy. No, it all works out. What a crock of fucking shit.
Right, cheers.
Yeah, cheating is fun. Yeah, yeah. It works and yeah, crime pays. God, shit. You are just so full of shit, especially on this subject. So fuck you. Lame bullshit. You're the one with no fucking clue and no fucking answer to the real question, which is what of value is the human race accomplishing besides a few glory moments? Oh, that's right. Nothing. That's right.